Uh-oh, arena ranked is upon us. Let's get that scarecrow heirloom, huh? I was told if you spin it, you get an heirloom. Here we go. Penis wrinkle. Big time vibe shift occurred in the past few years. I mean, I think everyone can admit that since COVID, time doesn't feel like it passes the same. I feel like our brains don't work the same either. You know, they say, oh, it's these damn phones, which is true. That's a caseless phone getting thrown across. Yep. Badass alert. Check it out. No, I actually don't like putting cases on my phones because, for one, it makes me more careful with them. It makes me appreciate the technology. Even though I can't wait to switch to a flip phone, dude. I'm going back. I'm going back in time. Look, our grandparents had to deal with TVs, and we could have said the same thing to them. It's ever since screens came out, man. We got to go back to Game Boy Color where everything still looks kind of analog. Our demeanors have kind of shifted. And I feel like I mentioned it before. This channel is mainly like a journal for myself and hopefully to cultivate other people that have a similar mindset. It's like things I can go back to and remind myself why I made the video. Continue to live by it. Every time I make one, my life gets a little bit better. My mind's a little bit more clear. I feel like I commit to the things that I actually talk to. So, talk to? Talk to the things that I talk about. So it like holds me accountable in a way. And something I'd like to hold myself accountable for is to not be afraid to get embarrassed. I used to not have that issue, and then somewhere out of the blue, I started getting like secondhand embarrassment for a lot of things. It's like, damn, that's not normally how I would approach or see things. Because I went to private schools, so there weren't too many kids. Didn't interact with girls all that much until college. So I had to figure out my own way to work myself out of social anxiety. And I would try to mentally compliment people as I'd pass them, and that seemed to help. And that really, really, like, that brought me out of my shell in the sense that I wasn't afraid of what people thought, because I was just hoping that they would be thinking positive things about me. And if they weren't, well, you know, people will continue to get mad at you and I and us for trying to enjoy our lives. We take one quick scroll at the top of Instagram stories and someone's going to get mad at you for a decision that you made, especially when elections come around. Like, if you didn't make the right choice, you're dead to them. But more like vaguely speaking, like, feel bad for everyone else. It's like, sure, have sympathy for people, but you can't expect change to occur if you're not comfortable yourself or if you're not confident yourself. How can people expect help from me when I can't even help myself? Does that make sense? Like, of course I have concern for other people, but I can't have that much concern for other people when we're all going through all the same stuff. Like, we're all experiencing the weird world shift that's going on. I know I got a little off track on the intro here, but I promise it's relevant. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that we've lost some enthusiasm along the way. I've walked down the street, people got their Apple headphones, which I refuse to get, like the AirPod Maxes. I don't like when things have that noise canceling frequency. It gives me a crazy headache, which I'm like thankful for. Same with like VR gaming. Can't do it, won't do it. Never have to worry about wasting my money on Metaland or whatever the hell they were trying to sell us on. There was also a time where they were making AI accounts for celebrities. That's a whole thing. But trying to avoid some of what modernity is throwing at us can help like maintain some neuroplasticity and keep your mental on top of you. We got to take everything we can get to try to rekindle that spark that we all had. And I'm thankful that there's a lot of people that still have it. I'm trying to hang out with those friends as much as possible, the people that have been like really unfazed and unaffected by the changes that we're seeing. And I didn't think it would change in me. I worked really hard to try to become a more enthusiastic, like personable person. I would carry myself in such a way that was calm, collected. I don't think I was ever really like an inappropriate kid, but I was too quiet and not afraid to speak my mind. Over calculating in that direction was fine because eventually, you know, you learn what people respond well to and what people don't respond to. We're all a little too cool for school again. Maybe this like cycle is just like repeating itself, you know. I'm getting made fun of for wearing ankle socks. Do you know how hard I had to work because ankle socks were cool in the time when I was growing up? You think I liked how these feel? And then eventually it's like an acquired taste on your feet. Now my feet love it. I hate having like fabric running all the way up my leg. Nike Elites, hell no, won't wear them. But I have a doctor's note. Maybe we're like scared to get embarrassed, scared of people noticing that we're having a good time. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I have. Maybe try it out next time you're out. If you're laughing and having a good time with your friends, if you look over like in the distance or wherever you are, like a bar, brunch, whatever it is, people that are relatively quiet or just kind of there, they'll give you this look. It's like, dude, what are you going to do? Are you getting upset with me because I know how to interact with my friends and you're in a shitty marriage? But really, the secondhand embarrassment thing, I think maybe it's rooted somewhere in attention-seeking behavior, which I think is a cope for people being afraid to have some fun. Like a buddy of mine, I brought him to a party because he had just moved into town. And we were playing a game of beer pong, and it was the last point, and he was like, all right, everyone, hold on. And he runs back to the other side of the room and then dives over the table to drop the ball into the cup for the win. Knocking a bunch of beer over, table flops. Some people are laughing, some people are kind of like cringing and looking away from him. But he didn't care. He got up, laughed it off, grabbed a beer, and went back outside. Like, he didn't care. He was just there to have fun, and it was funny to me. If it was funny to half the people, then who cares? Because guess what? A week later, even the people that were cringing about it are telling the same story and then laughing about it. So it's like, are you grifting? Are you having fun telling the story, saying that, oh, it's embarrassing? What's embarrassing is that you weren't able to have fun in the moment. Oh, a little bit of beer spilled. My God. Some of it could be attention-seeking behavior. Some of it could be digested as attention-seeking behavior if someone is acting very enthusiastic and having a good time. But you know what? At this point in time, I'm trying to hang out with those people as much as possible because they're feeding that hunger in me right now. I'll admit that there was a time where maybe it would kind of like send me off. Like, this guy's vibe is a little weird. I can't really match his energy. You know what? I was in the wrong the whole time. They're probably out there having a great life right now. I'm probably wishing that I moved to California with some of those blokes, dude. I don't want to lose the enthusiasm. We got to get more enthusiastic. Like, I'll notice it at the gym, in the streets. It's like people want to look sad. It's like they don't want other people to see them enjoying life. And I think it's a self-pity thing because I've been there. It's like it's easy to dread what's going on in your life and have people feel bad for us. But then at the same time, subconsciously we're thinking, well, we don't want to feel bad, so why would we want them to feel bad for us at the same time? It's a weird, like, damaging thought loop. A self-fulfilling prophecy. Thank you. That's the word I was thinking of. Thank you. Whoever commented that, thank you. I don't want to be afraid of getting uncomfortable, embarrassing myself, doing things I'm scared of. Maybe making a fool out of myself in a public setting, because if I can get up and laugh it off, usually that works pretty well. People will look at you and also start chuckling. And if they're laughing at me, who cares? Who cares? As long as I'm not the butt of the joke, because there's a big difference between getting laughed at and being the butt of a joke. Look, my goal this summer is to try to get others on board. If I see someone, like a buddy of mine, because I'm moving back home, if I see a buddy of mine that I haven't seen in a while, like in a slump or not having a great time, I'm going to try to go out of my way to bring their personality back out of them. Because there was a time when, well, I remember actually specifically in college when I had went to my first party, and I was nervous to go, of course. I was an anxious kid. I hadn't really hooked up with a girl, very minimal experience. But there was this kid there who ended up rushing me, that came up to me and wanted to get to know me. He's like, oh yeah, dude, like we've studied together. I don't know if you remember me. My name's Kyle. What's going on? Dapped me up and just spent like almost the whole evening with me, trying to get to know me and making me feel seen. And that felt really good. From that point on in my college career, I was trying to do the same thing. I wanted others to feel comfortable around me. I wanted to see people smiling. I wanted people to be laughing with me. I try not to take this life too serious, because when I do, I get sad and annoyed. People will tell you when you're acting out of line anyway, so might as well be a kid and make a fool out of yourself while you can. Because people are very quick to correct you. And they're also very quick to be jealous if you're having a good time. But if you can maybe try to coerce them into having a good time with you, look at that, new friend made, no negative energy experienced. I'm sitting here doing hand tutting, kind of like moving my hands around, explaining this, getting fired up. Kill him, Terrio. Be a trailblazer. Be a pioneer. Ride those babies for miles. Get people out of their comfort zone. I don't know. I would just like that sort of message to spread. It's very easy to be dooming and glooming right now. I refuse to let it ruin my life because I remember a time, I don't know what I was trying to get. I think I was trying to talk about how when I was a kid and there was a war going on, my parents were probably freaking out, but I mean, I was coloring Hot Wheels in 3rd grade. So, bombs flying over my head. But meanwhile, this iridescent yellow is looking fire.